Mommy, I hope you still remember me. Please help me. I don't know what to do. My husband came to my workplace last night to make trouble. I work as a stylist in a big salon. He came and told my madam that we agreed that I'll be closing at 5 p.m. and that at 6 p.m. I was still at the shop. Remember the other story we shared the other day where I was telling you about the lady who was even yet to get married to this guy, and the guy was telling her that she must be at home by 5 p.m. And now this is another scenario, a case of someone who is already married and they agree that she must be at home 5 p.m. every day. Now, what if something happens at the shop? Because you're not the boss of your own. What if something happens and the time is being extended? You are in soup. Let's continue. Our shop is very big. Apart from working as a stylist, I am also a caretaker of the shop because my madam is not always in town. I do close at 6 sometimes, some days, but on weekends we tend to work till 10 p.m. and we are paid extra cash for that. My husband already knows this. I told him to give me 10 minutes to pack up and assign duties to my second, but he started dragging my hand and then slapped me. I don't know how people deal with men who slap them. Anyways, let's continue. I ran back into the shop and he followed me and started beating me. In the public, he slapped you. In the public, he started beating you, which means maybe he is used to doing that at home. Okay, let's move straight. It was then our male stylist tried to stop him. He pushed the guy and the guy pushed him back. My husband got so angry and started fighting my colleague, which means he slaps you, he beats you, and he can fight. Okay, that guy must have had temper issues. My colleague beat him up. Low-key, I'm happy that the guy was beating, honestly. Then my husband started shouting that I'm dating my colleague, that he would deal with me in the house. I slept in the shop last night. I'm afraid of what he might do to me if I go back to the house. This morning, my sister called me that my husband reported that I packed my things to go and stay with a man in my workplace. Now he's lying. And she's asking me to go and apologize to my husband. I'm scared. I love my husband, but I can't stand his anger. The guy is struggling with anger issues. We are planning on doing our introduction in July. So in this case now, they're not even married though. Why are you now saying he's your husband? Do you have okay, let's see. I don't understand, sisters. So we are supposed to do it in January, but he collected the money I saved for it and put it in his business. Sister, why am I shouting? You saved money for your trad. The man collected it and put it in his business. His business is not really paying, so I do 85% of the things in the house and rent. I love him, but I'm afraid to go back home. What do you think she should do? I mean, this is, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who's overthinking all these things, but sometimes I pause to wonder how people think. Like, how do grown-up adults like this think? So which means this man is not even married to you yet, and you are to pay I'm already raising my voice. God, I don't know. I really can't tell. Well, this is her own side of the story. Although, if we are to judge from this particular story, because I know that for someone to bring this story and say, please hide my identity and help me, which means there must be an atom of truth with this. But let's assume this is the entire story, which I know it's not the entire story. Maybe there's something going on between her and her colleague at the place of work, just maybe. But does it warrant him beating you, him slapping you, fighting your colleague, and he has anger issues? This guy beats you at home and he's now doing it in the public, and he's not married to you yet. Common sense is actually not common. Well, in this case, one of the hardest thing to do, people that you have really difficulties trying to save are people who are in love. When a woman is in love, she throws her brain outside. One thing I wanted to take out from this is that a man needs you first of all before he loves you. There must be a need of you in his life before he loves you, while a woman can love you without even before needing you as well. So this is why a lot of women tend to go into a relationship with emotions and they end up getting broken and destroyed. I don't know if you're watching this and you're being stuck in a relationship because he put you through school. Maybe he was one who paid your university bills. Sister, he paid the university bills all through school, and now he is claiming ownership of you, and he has this kind of behavior. Just imagine what you're going to be facing in that home when you finally get married. Like I said in the last video, I said, decide. Do you have intentions of, like, I'm getting married to stay married, or I'm getting married and I have plans of moving out of the marriage anytime soon? This will still help you to know what you're going into. But if you are to listen to me, carry your kaya and get out of that place. You won't tell me this man loves the Lord. You won't tell me this man fears God, because if he fears God, he's not going to treat you like that. If he fears God, he definitely is going to know what the Bible says about men, how men should treat their wives. The Bible said a man should love his wife the way Christ loved the church and gave his life for her. But in this case, he's trying to take your own life. One thing some ladies don't understand is when you get into marriage like this, and you start going through these pains, it affects your body. I made a separate video for that. How it's going to start causing you lump in your breast, depression, your body will start deteriorating. Even if without this person beating you, when you go through emotional torture, you will understand what I am saying. If I am to really advise you in this case, you will not like what I will tell you, but I would sincerely tell you that, sorry, sister, you don't have sense. Well, maybe you have sense, but you're stuck in this. He is not the only person that is out there for you. This man is not even there for you. This man is out there. It is clear that he's out there to kill you. And I know that situations like this, maybe when you want to leave, you'll be like, oh, you want to leave me now that I'm struggling with this, stay with me. And then you, because he knows that he can emotionally get you, because you're a woman of emotion who is not emotionally intelligent, you will still fall back into that same trap. Please, viewers, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What should she do? And if you've not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for, but let me know and advise her in the comment section what she should do. But for me, you are gradually taking poison pills that will kill you along the line, and there's no way you're going to survive in this marriage for long. It's either it's either you die, or you develop sickness, or you are being crushed to the ground and you lose the essence of life. And personally, for me, I will always say that the quality of life you live on earth is way better than the length of that life. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because this story is really wanting to get me pissed off. And this lady, she needs counseling. You need to see someone to counsel you even long before you pack your bags, because you may pack your bag today and still carry yourself and come back tomorrow by yourself with yourself and apologize to him. So try to see a counselor, and also find out the person he listens to and try to talk to that person. But if I were you, personally, this is enough reason to end the relationship. End the relationship. This guy is not your husband. He has not been paid a bride price, and you are calling him your husband. And that is what we have for today on this Hide My Identity stories. See you in my next video.